Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. I hope you guys in a good condition of health. My name is Rautujana Mitrahini. I'm a senior manager of a famous hotel chain in Klang Valley, which is Pavilion Hotel Kuala Lumpur, located in the middle of Kuala Lumpur. Today, I would like to present a simple yet important report on how do the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic to the hospitality industry, also with some short list of the solution to boost the industry during these critical times. As we know, COVID-19 has negatively affected the financial, health and mental well-being of citizens worldwide. Travel and tourism are known as the focal elements of world economics and financial backbone. Without it, the world economy will suffer tremendously in terms of the financial, social and people mental health haphazard approach in the years ahead. In Malaysia, the effect of the COVID-19 has restrained the Visit Malaysia 2020 campaign, as 64% of Malaysia's tourists came from China, Singapore and Indonesia, which are also badly impacted by the pandemic and led to the decline and cancellation of a substantial number of tourism trips to Malaysia. In order to prevent the spread of COVID-19, the Malaysian government has imposed a three phases of movement control, which is Movement Control Order (MCO), Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO), and Recovery Movement Control Orders (RMCO), starting 18 March until now. As of 16 March 2020, hotel booking cancellation report shows that 170,085 rooms were cancelled worth of 68 million revenues. According to the report, the sign of depression among the hotel employees has raised as 17 of employees had to take unpaid leave, 9% have to undergo pay cuts, and 4% were permanently retrenched. During the first phase of MCO, which was starting from 18 March to 31st March 2020, the hospitality sector has lost 510 million from room revenue, and in the second phase of MCO, the estimated incurred loss is 570 millions. According to Yapdik Sang, the CEO of Malaysian Association of Hotels (MAH), for the period of January to June 2020, the approximate loss of 3.3 billion revenue compared to the same period of 2019 from the revenues alone. In the scenario, the expected average occupancy rate for the current year is around 20%. Typically, hotels are not expected to record any profit below 50% occupancy rate, and considering such projection, consequently, the Malaysian hotel industry will see around 30% of the industry players closing down their operation, and either permanently or temporarily if the global pandemic situation continues to surge. In this provider situation, some of people have argued not just to be regained to the tourism and hospitality industry in terms of money, but also to reform and readjust the industry during the post-pandemic period sustainably. Although the tourism industry will not be able to return to its prior state, the pandemic has paved us on an opportunity and an outright necessity to shift the priority merely from economic gain towards a greater holistic environmental and meaningful community well-being. Therefore, we conclude that the COVID-19 pandemic has actually made us realize the drawbacks of the pre-pandemic tourism and hospitality industry. Besides that, it also provides us an opportunity to reimagine, relearn, and re-innovate our strategies in the post-pandemic period. So now we are focusing on the solutions plan. It is obvious that the pandemic is a compelling force in the expansion of human consciousness to make them more competent to better address global issues. So far, sustainability is taken for granted in the global tourism models apparently. Eventually, it is sustainability in which human and other creatures will flourish again on the Earth in the post-pandemic era. COVID-19 is believed to be wake-up call in researching the tourism and the hospitality industry into a more sustainable model that benefit its various stakeholders. Some research strategies are suggested from both the academic and the industry expert in the recent literature for planning post-pandemic hospitality and tourism industry is discussed such as below. So we got two solutions here, which is a long term and a short term. So now we are focusing on the long term first. The long-term solution is we can provide the food and the beverages services. For example, we do a collaboration with the riders. This is because we all know that the riders such as GrabFood, Foodpanda, Bungkosis and other many more are high demand services during this lockdown. Most of the residents throughout either in the city or in a small towns were using these services in their daily life methods. So I would suggest that the collaboration was the most brilliant idea that can be done. Moreover, at the same time, we could also do promoting our symbolic dishes that might never be experienced by the local people before this. Other else is we can use the social media platform, which is social media platform inevitability imply to be vital tool to combat and revive the industry from the aftermath of the current pandemic. Predominantly, social media engagement can play as important role in spreading positivity and to reduce the pandemic-induced discrimination and negative perception for the affected destination and tourism business. Prioritizing the social media and other digital platforms such as blog, Instagram or TikTok as a source of inspiration could expedite the resurgence process of the tourism industry in the post-pandemic era in an effective manner. Such video could be used by the local authorities or the government agencies to show how local initiative and effort could be the source of the encouragement for the others to be equipped with the challenging time ahead in the post-pandemic tourism industry. We are focusing on the short-term solution. For the short-term solution, in the post-pandemic period, the biggest challenge will be for the tourism industry and hospitality industry to restore the trust of the international and domestic tourists. Therefore, introducing a clean and safe destination campaign could be one of the way to regain the visitors' trust with the aim to award certification to the tourism operators, especially for the hotels that comply with the standard operating procedures (SOPs) by the relevant authorities. This campaign held in a short period which offered interesting packages to the frontliners, newlyweds, those who got the vaccines. Restaurants and hotels also need to rapidly acknowledge themselves into global, national and local certification program or campaign on COVID-19 compliance related to safety, health and hygiene procedure. So the conclusion is, based on the comprehensive report above, I found that for the tourism and the hospitality industry to flourish in the post-pandemic world, it must look beyond merely adopting the strategies of the old normal and instead must seek to understand and adapt for the new normal. Therefore, the resilience of post-pandemic tourism and hospitality must be more just and equitable in form of how it manages, operates and eventually effect on place, people and overall of the local host community. With this view, based on the extant literature discussed, we postulate that the pandemic has exposed the critical problems and vulnerabilities at the glimpse within the industry. Simultaneously, it is opened up an opportunity for the industry to reset and rectify its defective system to form a better version of it by adopting the new normal from the old normal. That's all from me. Thank you.